Hello viewers, welcome again to example 2 on the addition and subtraction of SURD that I started with you in the first video. In the first video, we started learning about addition and subtraction of SURD, and we've done a detailed explanation on what it means to add SURD and also subtract SURD in the first video, and we've solved some examples on it as well, and I hope you all understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. This is a continuation to solve another example with you for you to get a better understanding of it. So this is example 2, so it means we've already done example 1 in the first video, and I will advise that you do well to watch the first video because it lays the foundation. Okay, so the basic understanding and knowledge that you are supposed to get about addition and subtraction of SURD, I've done all those explanations in the first video, so do well to watch the first video so that you can easily handle this one as well. As I said, this is just a continuation to solve another example with you for you to get a better understanding of it. So do well to watch the first video, and please don't forget to like the videos and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time as well, please do well to follow the page as well. Let's go ahead and handle the example 2 that I have on the board. So example 2, it says simplify the following. A, I have 3 root 3 minus 2 root 5 plus 5 root 3 plus 6 root 5. Okay, we have to simplify that one. And B, I have 7 root 6 minus 8 root 2 minus 2 root 2 minus 5 root 6. Okay, so we are going to simplify the SURD that we have on the board. And in the first video, I've explained to you that under the addition and subtraction of SURD, we can only add like terms and we can only subtract like terms. It means if they are not like terms, we cannot add them or subtract them. Okay, so for us to simplify this one, we can only add like terms and we can only subtract like terms. Okay, please hope the explanation is clear enough. So let me write my solution on the board. Okay, and let's start with the A. Okay, so the A, I have 3 root 3. Okay, please hope you are following. Okay, so 3 root 3 minus 2 root 5 plus 5 root 3 plus 6 root 5. Okay, so we have to simplify this one, and I've explained that we can only add like terms and we can only subtract like terms. So before we go ahead and simplify this one, the first step is that we need to group like terms. Okay, we can see that there are some of the terms that contains root 3 and some which also contains root 5. Okay, so we are going to group all the terms that contains root 3 at one side and all the terms that contains root 5 also at one side. Okay, please hope the explanation is clear enough. So all that I'm saying that we have to group like terms before we can simplify further, because we know that we can only add like terms and we can only subtract like terms. So if they are not like terms, we cannot add them or subtract them. So looking at this question, we have some of the terms containing root 3, okay, and some also having root 5 in it. Okay, so all the ones which has root 3 in it, we are going to group it at one side, and all the ones which has root 5 in it, we are also going to group them at one side. Then we can now simplify further. Okay, so let me start with this one. I have 3 root 3, so when I write my 3 root 3, I'll look for the one which also has root 3 in it and attach it to it, and that is going to be this 5 root 3. Okay, so we are grouping like terms. Okay, so picking this 3 root 3, the one I can attach to it is the 5 root 3 because we are grouping like terms. Okay, and please, you pick it with a sign. The sign here is plus addition, so you pick it with a sign. Okay, so I'm going to have 3 root 3 plus 5 root 3. I hope you agree with me. Okay, then now we are done grouping all the ones which has root 3 in it. Okay, so now we move on to group the ones which has root 5 in it. Okay, so when I pick this root 2 root 5. Okay, you pick it with a sign. Okay, it is negative here, so you bring your minus 2 root 5. Okay, what I can attach to it will be the 6 root 5. Okay, but again, you pick it with a sign. The sign is addition plus, so you bring your plus 6 root 5. Okay, I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so all that we did is to group like terms, okay, so that we can simplify further. I hope you understand the explanation. So let's go ahead and simplify further. Okay, so having my 3 root 3 plus the 5 root 3 is going to give me 8 root 3, and I hope you agree with me, because I've explained to you in the first video that how you conduct the addition and subtraction is that you handle the coefficient. Okay, so this one, we have the coefficient of this root 3 is 3 and the coefficient of this root 3 is 5, so it's going to be 3 plus the 5, that gives 8. Then we just pick one of the root 3 and attach to it, so we are going to have 8 root 3. Okay, I've explained this a lot in the first video. Okay, that's why I'm encouraging you to watch the first video so that you can easily handle this one as well. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now I have minus 2 root 5 plus 6 root 5. So we are going to deal with the coefficient. The coefficient of this root 5 is minus 2 and the coefficient of this root 5 is positive 6. So it's going to be minus 2 plus 6, and that is going to give you positive 4. Okay, so we are going to have plus 4 root 5. Okay, please hope you understand. So you just deal with the coefficient and you take one of the root 5 and you attach it to it, as we learned in the first video. Okay, so the same approach. So now we have 8 root 3 plus 4 root 5. Now this becomes our final answer because we cannot simplify further. Okay, because I said that we can only add like terms and we can only subtract like terms. Okay, looking at this one, it is 8 root 3 plus 4 root 5. This one is root 3, this one is root 5. They are not like terms, so we cannot simplify further. We can't add them. So this becomes your final answer for simplifying this on the board, which is 3 root 3 minus 2 root 5 plus 5 root 3 plus 6 root 5. The final answer for simplifying it is 8 root 3 plus 4 root 5. Okay, I hope the explanation was clear enough and you understood it as well. Let's go ahead and solve the B that I have on the board. Okay, so the B, I have 7 root 6. Okay, please hope you are following. I have 7 root 6 minus 8 root 2 minus 2 root 2 minus 5 root 6. Okay, so the same approach, we need to group like terms before we can simplify further. Okay, as I said that we can only add like terms and we can only subtract like terms. Okay, so let me write my solution down and let's do it together. So I have 7 root 6 minus 8 root 2 minus 2 root 2 minus 5 root 6. Okay, so we have to group like terms. So when I take this 7 root 6, I look for the one which also has root 6 in it and join it to 8, and that is going to be the minus 5 root 6. Okay, so you pick it with a sign. Very important, don't ignore the sign. Okay, so I can see this one is not really clear from here, so let me clean this and write it well. Okay, the minus 5 root 6. Okay, so minus 5 root 6. Okay, I hope you can see it well now. Okay, it's clear now. So we are grouping like terms as I said. So when I pick this 7 root 6, here is it. I look for the one which also has root 6 in it and join it to 8. And this is minus 5 root 6. So it's like terms with this one. So I'll pick it and join it with it. But you pick it with a sign. The sign here is negative, minus. So you bring minus 5 root 6. I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, it's very simple. We are just grouping like terms. Okay, now the next one which will come will be the minus 8 root 2. Okay, then I look for the one which also has root 2 in it and join it to 8 because we are grouping like terms. Okay, the one which has root 2 in it is this minus 2 root 2. So I'll join it with this one. Okay, you pick it with a sign. The sign is negative. So minus 2 root 2. Okay, I hope the explanation is clear enough and you understand it. Okay, so we just group like terms. Okay, now let's simplify further. Okay, so now the 7 root 6 minus 5 root 6 is going to give me 2 root 6, and I hope you agree with me. Okay, because I've explained that we deal with the coefficient. Okay, so the coefficient of this root 6 is 7 and the coefficient of this root 6 is minus 5. So we deal with the coefficient, which is 7 minus 5, which gives me 2. Then just pick one of the root 6 and attach to it, which is now 2 root 6. So that's it. Okay, now let's go ahead and simplify this one as well. I have minus 8 root 2 minus 2 root 2, and that is going to give me minus 10 root 2, and I hope you agree with me. So watch it. Minus 8, we deal with the coefficient. Okay, so minus 8 minus 2, it gives me minus 10. Okay, so minus 8 minus 2 gives minus 10. So the coefficient is what we handle. Minus 8 minus 2, it gives minus 10. Then you just pick one of the root 2 and attach it to it. So it's going to be minus 10 root 2. Okay, so now this is our final answer for simplifying the whole of this thing. Okay, this is the final answer because we cannot simplify further from here because they are not like terms. As I said, that we can only add like terms and only subtract like terms. Okay, so the 2 root 6 minus 10 root 2, they are not like terms because this one has root 6, this one has root 2, so they are not like terms for us to simplify again. So this is our final answer for simplifying 7 root 6 minus 8 root 2 minus 2 root 2 minus 5 root 6. The final answer is 2 root 6 minus 10 root 2. I hope the explanation was clear enough and you understood it as well. Please don't forget to like the video and also share the video. I'll see you again in another video whilst we solve more examples on this. Bye bye.